hey, 2,000-yard rusher and emperor of the running back position, Saquon Barkley here. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with everyone. You know, my Eagles just got done destroying and sending the Dallas Cowboys to the shadow realm. I am coming for that all-time rushing record on my path to a Super Bowl ring. Anyways, fly, Eagles, fly.
So the Philadelphia Eagles destroy and dismantle the Dallas Cowgirls 41-7. I'm filming this with 2 minutes left in the game. Trey Lance is in there. The game is already over. There's no shot. No one's scoring anymore. Yeah, this was a very interesting game to start. I thought the game would be closer because the Cowboys have been playing really good the last couple weeks. And, you know, I thought, hey, this is not the Cowboys team we faced a couple weeks back. They've been winning games. They've been still trying to win despite the fact they got knocked out of playoff contention and, you know, fucking up their tank basically. But I know the Eagles came out here and destroyed the Cowboys. Now, the start of the game was weird. You know, we didn't see the Eagles offense till like the end of the first quarter because Cooper Rush threw a pick six to C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And then Cooper Rush marched down the field and threw a touchdown. So that was a little interesting. The offense was slow to start. I think Kenny Picket threw like 3 passes. It wasn't that great. They started rushing the ball a lot with Saquon, and it led to nothing. And it was kind of slow. And then, of course, because Kenny Picket was a starter before in this league, the offense started to pick up. I think he threw a touchdown. He had 10 for 15, 100 and something yards. And Saquon Barkley, I think, got like 30. How many carries did Saquon Barkley get? I need to see this. 31 carries today for 167 yards. That puts him 101 yards away from Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record. And if you don't think the Eagles are going to try to give this man the rushing record next week, I don't know what you are smoking. I guarantee you they're going to try to get him the record and then get him out of there. All he needs is 101 yards. So he's going to get 105 yards or something. They're all going to clap. It's going to be great. I think the score by that point against the Giants is going to be like 27 to -2. So, yeah. It's going to be a great moment for Eagles fans. I do want to give credit to the Cowboys leading up to this game for keep playing and keep trying to win in spite of the fact that they could have just checked out and just lost all these games and then, you know, made their draft pick better. But no, they had honor. They came out there and kept playing. I think Mike McCarthy might keep his job because of that, or he might just get fired. It depends, though, but the Cowboys need a new defense. Just like in all Madden, just go ahead off-season, cut 90% of your defensive players, and rebuild that from the ground up, and maybe even get a new defensive coordinator because, yeah, the Cowboys defense has been horrendous all year, except last year when you beat the Buccaneers, which, by the way, I am so grateful that they beat the Buccaneers last week because Baker Mayfield tossed 5 touchdowns, 300-plus yards today. That is the only team that kind of scares me going to the playoffs is the Buccaneers because of the history the Buccaneers have had against the Eagles, especially in the playoffs. I really hope the Falcons beat the Commanders tonight. I'm recording this right after the game, so they still have to play. I really hope the Falcons beat the Commanders because if the Falcons win the division, tie with wins with the Buccaneers, the Falcons win the division because they have a 2-0 lead in the division against them, and that'll put them at 10-7. And if the Commanders make the playoffs, The Packers already clinched, so that means the Buccaneers won't be there. I'm crossing my fingers for that. But in any case, Saquon Barkley, 2,000 yards rushing, 101 yards shy from Eric Dickerson's record. I think they'll try to get it to him, and I think he will get it. I think he'll get it. He will achieve it. And yeah, we just need to hope that the Lions lose and that the Vikings lose and that we win the last week, which we will. And I don't know how the tiebreaker works with the Vikings, but in either case, I'd rather have the Vikings win the number 1 seed than the Lions, because I guarantee you the Vikings are not going to win that game against these wildcard teams. I guarantee you if the Vikings get the number 1 seed, they are going to absolutely choke that game just like they did 2 years ago. Go at home against the Giants. They're going to choke that game against whoever. And once again, Eagles Super Bowl is real. Eagles Super Bowl trip is very, very realistic. Eagles Super Bowl trip is looking better and better every single week. Routine W for the Eagles. Defense came balled out. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 2 interceptions and a pick 6. And Tanner McKee, a third-string quarterback that I'm pretty sure every Eagles fan wanted to see as soon as they announced that Kenny Picket had a rib injury. Came out here through 3-4 passes. 3 of those were touchdown passes. So yeah, maybe this quarterback factory thing that Howie Roseman's been talking about for years is coming to fruition. But I have nothing else to really say about this game. I mean, I really wasn't worried going to this game or the next one, because there's a reason why the Cowboys have 8 losses going to this game. And, you know, even though they've been playing better and I thought it was going to be closer because of that, it's basically over. Hopefully the Commanders lose to the Falcons. And, yeah, there's nothing else really to say. Saquon Barkley is going to break the all-time rushing record. We don't need Jalen Hurts for the last game either. And, yeah, looking forward to Giants next week. It's going to be a blowout again, even though Drew Lock had a MVP dynastical performance against the Colts today to knock him out of playoff contention. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I laughed my ass off. Only the Colts were going to be the only team to have a guaranteed path to the playoffs if they win out against 2 easy opponents for them to choke that shit away. Only the Colts. I remember when they did that 2 years ago against Jacksonville, when Jacksonville was tanking for no 1 pick or something, and the Steelers got in because they lost in the last week of the season. Yeah, the Colts, very typical of the Colts to choke away their playoff spot. But yeah, the Eagles are back. Eagles still have the number 1 defense in the NFL in my heart. Jalen Hurts is going to come back, throw dots. Everything's coming up Eagles. And the game the entire country wants to see in the Chiefs versus the Eagles will happen in the Super Bowl this year. Book it right now.